Very late good afternoon, guys, here from Luang Prabang in the center of Laos. We arrived here 2 days ago, coming from the border of Thailand at a place called Hua Chai or Hua Chai. I don't know how to pronounce that actually. It was a pretty rough and long journey to reach the town here of Luang Prabang, because we took a slow ferry from the border town of Thailand, and the slow ferry took almost 2 days. It was about 7 hours each day. We had to spend the night at a place called Pak Bang, I think it's called, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the mountains. A pretty local town. And first impression so far. You might know that Laos has been colonized by the French at the end of the 19th century until the year of, I think, 1950, more or less, around. Was also involved in the Second World War, when the Japanese attacked. And right here I am in the old town, or downtown, how they call it. It's a World Heritage Site, pretty much well maintained. It has nothing to do with the real Laos we have seen the other day on the boat ride. By the way, the boat ride was along or over the Mekong River, one of the longest rivers here in Asia. And I read online that the Mekong River is quite polluted and contaminated, so you should avoid swimming there, even though we saw a lot of locals and especially children having a bath inside. By the way, this here is not the Mekong River, but a river that is right next to it, a smaller one. The Mekong is on the other side, so the old town here lies on a kind of a peninsula. Let's cross the road here. You can see the old colonial style buildings right here, with a lot of wooden details. That reminds me a lot of places like Georgia, or even places in southern Europe, Mediterranean countries like Greece, Italy, Spain. It's pretty cool looking too. I mean, some of them are more rundown, like this one, but they are trying to keep everything neat and clean here within the World Heritage Site. And this here is kind of the very center. We have got a nice looking temple over there, and the temples in Laos, they look a bit different to the one in Thailand. There is more details, more golden details. There's a ceremony going on, so I won't disturb them right now. As you can see, more golden details. More ornaments, and I mean, still similar looking to the Thai temples, but in the end very different. Anyway, let's move on here. And this is really awesome looking here. Kind of the most beautiful area around Luang Prabang here. Got nice looking trees. The downtown here consists of 3 main roads. The road that I've shown you down there, and this centric road, and the other one that is next to the Mekong. There is another tiny religious site, a temple, a part of a temple with a Buddha. Even the Buddhas are looking different here in Laos. And here in the downtown there is lots of restaurants, especially the coffee scene is quite big here in Laos. As far as I know, they are celebrating over there. As far as I know, there is lots of coffee plantations in the north of Laos. Probably those are Chinese tourists, because tomorrow and the following days it's their New Year, not only from the Chinese, but I think from all the Buddhist believers. They are celebrating the New Year, so they are coming down from other countries, from China for example. Most of them probably by train, because there is a high-speed train that goes up to 160 kilometers per hour, connecting the south of China with Laos. And as you can see, as I twist it to the right, this road is not as nice looking as the main road up there. Kind of more a rural vibe, even though they are trying to maintain, to improve. As you can see, the sidewalk is quite new. So let's move on here. Got another hotel over there. Tiny cafe here. And down there is already the Mekong River. And all around here there's still lots of local people living their simple lives, their authentic lives. Pretty basic, but I assume that the impact of the tourism here was quite huge. Foreign income is very important for the country of Laos. As far as I know, according to the internet, Wikipedia, my research, 20 years ago, still every 5th person, so around 20%, hadn't had enough food here in Laos. Nowadays, I think it's far less, but still there is a lot of poor people, unfortunately, here. And down there is the Mekong. Somewhere over there, 10 kilometers out of the city, we got dropped off the slow boat after the 2-day cruise I mentioned before. Fortunately, the slow boat doesn't stop here right in the center. There is a tiny pier over there, but that pier only connects the let's call them local boats to cross the Mekong to reach the other side over there. And that's kind of a boat we have been floating on during our 2 days cruise. As you can see, this looks more run down, very dry. It's dry season right now. Talking about the temperatures, you won't even believe it reached 41 degrees Celsius today, which probably is more than 100 Fahrenheit, I'm not sure, but it's during the day it's unbearable. Now it's 6 o'clock in the evening. It's still very, very hot, but at least when the sun goes down, it's much easier to breathe here. And along the shore here, along the Mekong River bank, there is lots of local restaurants, but also some more fancy cafes and restaurants. Like for example the one to my right, which I'm gonna show you from here. Another cool restorated colonial style building on my left. I mean, quite a lot actually. Anyway, let's move on here. It's about to get dark very soon. As you can see up there in the sky, it's still polluted. So burning season continues. Today, by the way, is day 11 of April, right after the Christian Easter weekend. And they're also burning here in Laos. I think the farmers they are very active, burning their waste even more than the neighbor country of Thailand. But here in Luang Prabang, it's not as bad as up there when we cross the border. You can see the prices of that nice restaurant overlooking the Mekong River. Fried mixed vegetables for 40,000 kip. You can even choose Western food like pasta, steaks and pizzas. Not too much into that. Prices are reasonable here, quite cheap. Can get a meal for 2 to 4, maximum $5. If you eat at the local stands or at the food market, there is a night market every night over there. You can get a dish for €1, €1.50, which is really cheap. Overall, prices comparing with the prices, with the cost of Thailand, I think Laos is a bit more affordable. I mean, even I'm not telling you that Thailand is expensive, but I think here it's even cheaper, especially if you're into beer and alcohol. You can get a big can of beer for $1 or for €1. In a fancy place, you're paying up to 2, maximum €3. The most expensive price I have seen so far. Accommodation-wise, we are paying €20 a night for a very nice room, attic room. The high ceiling, wooden architecture, nice details, lots of space, including the breakfast, by the way, which is really affordable. And as you can see, by the way, this is the flag of Laos with a white dot in the center. Nice dressings over there, traditional dressings and cushions, which I'm not looking forward to buy right now. A cafe on my left side. So I told you before that the coffee scene here is quite big, even bigger than in Thailand, as they produce and plant and roast their own coffee beans here which is really interesting to see. And at this time of the day there is lots of boats doing the sunset cruises. If you're walking here along the riverbank, you probably get asked a couple of times if you want to join a sunset tour. But as we have been 2 days on a boat floating down the Mekong, I'm really not looking forward to join another tour on the boat. I mean, it was not that bad, but come on, after 14-15 hours on a boat, why you want to go again? To move around here, you can get, or you can rent or flag down a probably overpriced tuk-tuk, trying to get a few bucks more out of you here. The tuk-tuk drivers, it's not like in Thailand where you can easily order a Grab taxi or a Bolt everywhere. So it's a bit more of a hassle, but stand your point, be tough, don't be shy, and you're gonna get a reasonable price for your tuk-tuk ride. The other option is to rent a scooter, which is a tiny bit more expensive than in Thailand. It's around 170 to 200,000 kip. That is in euros around 9 to 11 euros per day. In Thailand it was between 6 and 7 euros per day. I don't know why it's more expensive here, but it is what it is. And also the gasoline is a bit more expensive, and it was around $1 per liter in Thailand. Here you're paying around 10 to 15% more, €1.10 per liter, which is not that bad coming from a western country, but of course for the locals it is quite expensive, of course. Anyway, making my way here along the Mekong riverbank, and probably they are preparing everything for the big celebration tomorrow. I saw a sign at the post office saying today that they are gonna be closed for a couple of days, so it's not just a 1 day or 1 night celebration like we celebrate the New Year's Eve in Europe. It's a couple of days. So let's see how this is gonna go. But tomorrow we are leaving Luang Prabang, heading to a new place by train. Gonna check out the new China-Laos railway that has been built recently, I think 1 or 2 years ago only. As far as I know, according to my research, 70% is controlled by the Chinese and only 30% by the Laotian. That's the local ferry I told you before, where you can cross over to the other side of the Mekong. And how do we feel here? How do I feel here? Well, it's unknown territory so far, so it's quite exciting. Can't tell you if Laotian people are more friendly or less friendly, or more honest or less honest than Thai people. Impressions so far have been good, They seem to be hi. They seem to be quite calm and lazy sometimes, so you have to be patient if you're in a restaurant ordering food. It takes much longer than ordering food in Thailand. It's my experience from the last 2 days. They seem to be more unorganized, chaotic, but in the end it turns out well. And I think they haven't been dealing too long with the tourism, so probably they're trying to get better, to improve their services. Just got a lot of stands here. You can get your beer, your supplies, your coconut, cold drink. Let's move on. Those are the local tuk-tuks I told you before. Kind of a tricycle with a tiny wagon in the back, all mounted together. And the never-ending, really cool looking old colonial buildings on my left side. Again, talking about the burning season, I reckon it's much better to visit this place earlier in the year, like January, February, before the burning season starts. But it's also much colder then, so at night time it is possible that you need to wear a thin jacket at least, or a jumper. I'm not sure about that. I read it online, especially if you go up the mountains, it can get quite chilly. But now, the middle of April, you don't have to worry about the temperature. I mean, you have to worry about the temperature, but the other way around, it's hot. It's bloody hot every day, as I mentioned before. Got the watermelon here. You can get basically all the tropical fruits you also can acquire in Thailand. Let's get back to the main road. And by the way, there's also a lot of massage places that are even cheaper than in Thailand. I mean, it depends where you go, but you can get a massage for 3 to 4 euros per hour. And there is nice guest houses everywhere around. By the way, when it comes to the local language, the Laotian language, it's quite similar to Thai. Even the letters are the same as far as I know, as you can see over there. It's like the Thai letters. And according to my research, also the language is quite similar. Now I entered a local quarter where I've never been before, which also is quite interesting. And there you can get a ticket to almost every place. As you can see there, for example, they offer fast trains and slow trains. By the way, small hint for you, from the beginning of April, so right now, you can download an application called LCR. I'm gonna show you on my smartphone. LCR ticket, this one, and with this application you can buy your train tickets within Laos online, so you don't have to buy it through an agency or through your guest house, because they, which I really don't like, they are trying to charge double or even triple the price what you're actually paying online. I mean, come on guys, 20% more is fine, but not double or triple the prices. Tomorrow we are going to Mang Vieng, paying around 6 or 7 euros per ticket, the second class, while they were offering the same ticket in a guest house for 18 euros, so yeah, almost triple the price as I mentioned. And over there is the popular night market that is held every night. I'm gonna show you parts of it, because I have seen it already a couple of times. It doesn't change. You can buy clothes, souvenirs, lots of stuff from Laos, traditional clothes, and all the whatever you wanna call it. Lots of dried fruits and nuts and stuff, scarves, shirts, nice bags. And this place here gets quite busy during the evening, and this is the famous food market here. This also takes place every night. A lot of food stalls all around. Which I'm gonna show you shortly. And even here at the market, you can get a beer for less than €1, which is unbelievable. Look, there is the advertising right now of the beer Lao. The famous beer towers here already, which you can find anywhere in Thailand as well. And there's lots of barbecue, spring rolls.
5 spring roll, 13.
Lots of meat, sushi, soups, fried stuff. I can smell durian. There's even salad and pasta. Lots of seafood. And for the Chinese guests, we have the dim sum over there. Food is quite good. So far we haven't tasted that much, but it's tasty. I'm not complaining. But let's get out of here. This place is getting very crowded right now. And at the end of this market, you can expect a lot of tuk-tuk drivers asking you to hop on. Can get quite annoying later the evening. but just move on. Don't even start a conversation. They're asking also triple or 5 times the price what it actually should cost. Another hint, if you want to get comfortably around here, you can download the application called Loca, which is actually a Spanish word. It's like, cannot cross here. It's like crab. I think it only works in Luang Prabang here. Let's cross, guys. And the further you walk on, the more you get out of the fancy old town heritage side, more into a local kind of scenery where the locals have their food stall and their stuff, their community. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. You're always trying to avoid the crowds, but sometimes it's not possible, and if you still want to visit a place like Luang Prabang, you have to deal with them. The famous sandwich bread here, which is a remain from the past from the French, which you can also get in Vietnam. The famous banh mi, it's called in Vietnam, but here they just call it sandwich or baguette. There's also lots of croissants and cookies and cupcakes. We have seen that a lot around here. Probably targeted towards Westerners. I'm not sure. Locals are also into that. Thinking we have to cross again, but right now it's very busy here on the roads of Luang Prabang. Alright, let's cross again, guys. Another thing I wanted to commend you, if you're looking for a SIM card, kids can get a SIM card in almost every shop, in supermarkets, everywhere. You don't have to register them with your passport. You just have to activate them, dialing a code, and immediately they're gonna work. You're paying around 10 to 50,000 kip, which comes up to 50 cents or 3 to 4 euros maximum. It depends on your negotiation skills. I chose a SIM card from a company called Unitel, which has been working great so far. 30 days with 30 gigabyte of data volume. I'm paying $3, so not even worth to mention it. So we are right now entering more of a local area here. You can immediately spot that. Looks more unorganized, more chaotic. So for a Laotian massage, they are asking for 80,000 kip, which comes up to 4 euros and some cents, let's say less than $5. Very cheap. Prices like in the Philippines or even cheaper. We had a massage today, pretty good one. Like in all over Asia. my left there is a bigger supermarket where you can get your supplies even cheaper. The D&T supermarket. Not gonna film that. Selling coconut over there. Overall, I mean, apart from the garbage here, it's quite clean. I expected it to be more dirty. I mean, nothing tops India, right, guys? But yeah, I don't know what that kind of building is. So right now, it's almost dark, guys, I know. We're walking up the Fusi Hill, which is meant to be a religious place, probably a temple up there. You can see the sunset and the sunrise. And now the sun has already set and I'm too late, but anyway, I'm gonna go up there. They have some pretty high steps to climb up here. Which is not that easy, guys. With the heat. Probably it's still more than 30 something degrees hot here. Woo. Gonna start sweating. There's lots of mosquitoes and insects around, as you can hear the chirping in the background. And here we are, guys. Not much to see right now. Yeah, I'm too late. Too late. But anyway, I can smell the incense sticks here. Over there, somewhere over there is the Mekong River. As I told you before, don't even think about coming here in the month of April. Gonna be disappointed like I am with the pollution and the weather and the burning season. And look how nice this statue is looking. The small pond here. Buddha's footprint. Let's see what this is gonna look like without getting sting from the beasts here, guys. Can you see them? Lots of bugs flying around. The imprint of Buddha foot. Gonna switch on the torch, guys. Alright. This one here. I expected something else. Anyway, before it gets completely dark, gonna finish these videos over here before I get attacked by the beasts. See you guys in the next video from Laos, somewhere else.